Good morning and welcome to Roundtable Healing Arts. I'm Eric Towle, Shamanic practitioner and Reiki master. And here we take a moment to breathe, to connect, and to remember our place as a part of the living earth and her unfolding rhythms. Before we begin today's reflection, you're always welcome to share where you're joining from or what you're noticing in the season around you. It's always beautiful to see how these quiet moments of reflection connect people in so many different places. And as you begin this day, wherever you are, take a breath and arrive in this moment. This is your Earth reading for Friday, March 13th, 2026. The moon is a waning crescent at 34%. Our season is blustery winds time. The seasonal direction is the east for awakening, movement, and circulating awareness. And the lunar direction is west for reflection, release, and wisdom. And the earthweb phase is quiet release, completion, and preparing the ground for renewal. The moon has now entered the waning crescent phase, the final chapter of the lunar cycle before the new moon arrives. And at 34% illumination, the sky carries a softer, quieter moon, one that invites us to move inward and gently release what the cycle has completed. The waning crescent is often called the dreaming moon or the surrender moon, and it's a time when the earth web encourages us to simplify, rest, and prepare for the new cycle that is quietly forming beyond the horizon. Meanwhile, the earth continues its movement through blustery winds time, when the early spring winds circulate energy through the land and through human awareness. Conversations stir ideas and plans begin forming, and insight moves quickly through the mind. So today the earth web holds a subtle interplay. Seasonal current of the east for awakening, awareness, and moving through the air with concepts. And lunar current for the west, releasing, integrating, and completing. So the winds stir new awareness, and the waters help us to release what we no longer need to carry. So if you notice today feeling ready to simplify something in your life, recognizing that a concern no longer requires your attention, sensing emotional weight beginning to lift, or feeling quieter or more reflective than you did earlier in the week, then you're in tune with the earth web. The waning crescent invites us to prepare the inner ground for renewal. Totem medicine tonight features a primary totem of the snake. Snake represents transformation through shedding, and in the crescent moon phase, snake reminds us that growth often requires releasing our old skins, our patterns, expectations, or emotional residue that has completed its purpose. And so snake medicine asks, what part of my story is ready to end? The supporting totem is the owl, who sees clearly in the quiet light of twilight. An owl helps us to perceive the deeper meaning behind the experiences of the lunar cycle. So owl medicine asks, what wisdom remains once the intensity fades? So the medicine focus and daily anchor today emphasizes deep emotional digestion and reflection, and it makes these allies particularly supportive today. Our plant allies are chamomile for this waning crescent phase because it helps the body and emotions digest experience and soften tension. It supports calm reflection and prepares the nervous system for rest and renewal. And the supporting plant ally is mugwort to enhance intuition and dream awareness. And this becomes more active during the crescent phase when the subconscious mind begins preparing for the new moon cycle. Our stone ally today is amethyst because it supports spiritual interpretation and quiet clarity. And during the crescent phase, amethyst helps the mind step back from emotional intensity and perceive deeper meanings. The body focus today is on the lower back, the hips, and the diaphragm. The lower back stabilizes the body during transitions. The hips release emotional patterns that are stored in the body, and the diaphragm softens emotional tension through slow breathing. So gentle stretching or mindful breathing can really help the body to release what the mind has recognized. The waning crescent moon teaches us that completion requires gentleness. So this phase is not about pushing forward or solving problems. It's about allowing the cycle to close gracefully. So today may be a good day to simplify your commitments, rest the mind a bit, or reflect quietly on recent experiences, or maybe prepare for the renewal that the new moon will soon bring. Guidance for walking today. Today favors quiet reflection, completing small unfinished tasks, resting the mind and body, spending time in nature or in silence. So you'll want to avoid beginning large new projects today, or forcing decisions prematurely, or holding on to emotional tension. So the crescent moon asks for softness and patience. Our potential obstacle today is trying to push forward when the cycle is asking for rest and release. And some ways through that are to simplify your expectations, allow unfinished matters to settle naturally, and trust that renewal is already forming beneath the surface. May the crescent moon soften the edges of this past cycle. May the snake guide your gentle shedding of what no longer serves you. May Owl reveal the quiet wisdom hidden within your experience. And as the moon continues its descent toward renewal, may you release the weight, keep the truth, and rest in peaceful preparation for what is to come. And until we talk again, walk gently on the good earth.